What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and the New York Jets' franchise mode here. Going into the offseason 4 to 5. We got a lot of changes here, but first of all, because it's already on the screen, top prospects. We are going to be hitting linebackers hard this offseason into the draft because that's the one thing we need. Let's just move on down to the lineup just so you can see as it pops up here. Boom. There we go. Tennant, he is our new center. Tippmann, I moved out to the left. He will be our left guard. So this is what the offense is looking like going into next year. It's a pretty strong O line to be behind. Green, we'll get to that. Dawson, I may or may not put him up on the trade block just to see what trades we get. Going into defense, as you can see across the board, linebacker is going to be one of the concerns to upgrade. And as you can see, Henderson, he did come up to an X factor after this good rookie season, which is absolutely crazy, but also pretty damn good. So we have X factors all across the defense here. Definitely defense, no, not defense heavy, but definitely a top tier defense, especially there with Chase Young, Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner. I mean, DJ Reed, he's playing up as an 85, but I mean, yes, a secondary. But across the board here, it is definitely linebackers to be focused on. I mean, we got a good secondary core. We're just going to work on that a little bit more. And offense, we'll get to that. Probably another receiver, probably another tight end. O-line is looking pretty good so far, but re-signing players, this is where we get in here. Enrique, definitely going to accept that option for the 5th year. Yes, it is, $18 million for a tackle at 84. I should decline it. So, it could, quote unquote, save money into the following year so I can sign him this year and whatsoever. Will McDonald, as much as I want to bring him back, $10 million a year, we definitely need that money for a spot. As much as I love him, as much as he does, in real life too. We're in the future now. It's a fantasy rebuild. We got to move on from that. Johnston, I want to re-sign him, but he doesn't want to be here. So that's another thing that sucks. Breland Allen, I mean, honestly, it's in real life, it's a bummer he's behind Brees Hall, but also that will probably help him grow. In this game, so obviously he doesn't want to come back. He is a number one running back. I've used him where I've gotten him on teams and used him as a running back. If you get him up within the first season into a superstar, he's unstoppable. It's crazy. Corley, we'll work on that. Bell, obviously, we'll work on that. Victor, I would want to bring him back, but obviously I'm going linebacker heavy in this draft, so we'll move from that, and I want to see what we have on free agency to possibly bring in to upgrade this team. So as of right now, I am re-signing nobody else in this list here. So all these people will be hitting free agency. As much as I would want to bring Victor back, as much as he fits into the scheme, that $6 million, we're going free agency hunting. So that's why I'm saving this money now and going after linebackers in the draft. So as much as that's said, here we are in free agency, $44 million to spend. But first, I'm just curious on who we could get. So let's hit this roster here real quick. Really nobody here. I lost what I was trying to say here. Alex Dixon, he is a power back. I'm kind of curious to see what I could get. Excuse me. Alex Dixon, I'm kind of curious to see what I can get for him, so I'm going to put him on the trade block just to see. We're going to move along here. Daniel Dawson, I'm curious to see what I could get from him as well, especially as, you know, a 22-year-old, 78 overall, 77 overall offensive lineman. Honestly, I could probably get another second round pick for him. But as of right now, he is definitely going to be the number one option for any defensive lineman that's hurt. Linebackers here, as you can see, you know, we do have a surplus of, you know, a couple older guys. I know Michael McFadden, I just signed him to that 2-year deal last year, but I'm kind of curious to see what I could get from him as well. He's definitely not going to be one of the starting guys, especially depending on who we draft. I'd like to add him to the trade block because Coleman, he's definitely, I mean, he did last year get some starting time. He's definitely the second overall linebacker. Corners, already a couple of these guys I'm just going to release just to free up as much cap as possible before we go into free agency. Especially a couple of these guys that are under 90 speed. I mean, realistically, corners, I would like to see 90 speed, you know, to keep up, especially some of the faster guys. That's, you know, just what I like to see. This guy, he has acceleration, 95 acceleration. That's perfect for kind of slot. Javante Henderson, he's not moving whatsoever. I mean, that's just crazy. Amazing superstar, momentum shift, strong safeties. We have nobody. So, you know, we're working on it. You know, these are our picks for the this year. We got a first, a couple of seconds, a third. That's why I kind of want to see from this who we could possibly get. KC Reynolds, same thing. Just going to release him. Just some of these players on this team here. Randall, maybe, maybe not. Obviously, none of these guys are speedsters. Javier, I'm hoping he has an amazing year in the simulation, of course. But free agency, we got about 46. I'm just going to round it up. Let's see. 88 overall team across the board. Let's see who we can get. Ooh, we got some options here. I'm just going to scroll down the board here. I'm Lad McConkey. Maybe get that third receiver. You know, just going to scroll on down. You know, maybe in the comments down below, you know, if you're you know, like to play a little game, just think who I'm going to go for in this free agency and leave it in the comments. I'm going to look through it a little bit more thoroughly so I don't waste your time. Your time is precious, but once again, clicking on this video means a lot. But let me look through free agency and see who I come back with. I'll see you around. We are back. Nothing really big in this free agency. Once again, I'm going to have to bank on drafting, but a couple good pickups on defense to really solidify the depth just in case of injuries and all. And, you know, one third option on offense. It's nothing really big, but I'm just throwing an offer out there to see if he comes in. But here it is, Lad McConkey. Just because, I mean, in real life, he's had a couple good weeks. And I'm just curious on how the sim will go, especially as like a secondary target. It's just I just threw an offer there, 1 year, 12 million, 6 and 6, just because like I'm number one with that. Kenny Clark, just as a backup D tackle. Victor, bringing him back, he's the best option at linebacker to possibly start, or however it goes, especially in the draft. Sam Williams, just as a backup, you know, just in case of injury, and same thing with Pay, just as a backup option, just in case of injury. Nothing really special here, just a lot of depth. So I mean, I'm hoping we get everybody here, but let's see. Evaluate the first week. All right, do we get them? We don't get McConkey, but Victor and Sam Williams comes on in. Pay and Clark are a little standoffish, but I mean, hey, I get it. Javon goes back to Miami. Arnold was the other one I was thinking, but he goes to the Chargers. Glad goes to the Vikings. I mean, Debo is on here. That is an option. Another thing, just curious if you guys have used Blake Corum in this game yet. I have not, which is crazy. But how is he? How does he feel in this game? Because, certain running backs feel good and certain ones just don't. Uh, Receivers, people are still going after Johnston. Alec Pierce, I mean, he does want to come here. I kind of want to just get like a secondary option. Uh, 11 million a year. What do you sign? 2 years, salary 10 bonus. Okay, so like 5.2 probably, and six. That's whatever. Uh, Let me throw my ring in on my hat in on Debo. Same option here, 6 and 6, just to see. Could be a good secondary option. Where is he? Yeah, we're number one on that. I know technically, quote unquote, Debo's past his prime, but let's see. Next evaluated week. All right, we got everybody. We're bringing in Debo. I mean, it's kind of cool. Yes, quote unquote, is past his prime, but in this game, it's all about simming, and the Jets playbook does have a couple options where you can sub them in some in places, but that's pretty much it for free agency. I'm going to sim a couple weeks, and we're going to see where everyone moves. So let's do that. Alrighty, a little free agency recap, just seeing where people went. Mitchell, he went to the Raiders. Holland, we saw Blake went to the Raiders, so a couple big pickups there. Teller goes to LA. Arnold goes to LA. Quentin Johnston goes to our rival, so that's fun. McConkey, we saw. Tooney goes to the Vikings. Allen goes to the Bucks. We got Debo. Will Shipley goes to Washington. All right. Where is it? Kenny Moore to Washington. Drake May goes to the Raiders. Blake Corum goes to the Ravens. I like that. Wow, the Raiders have had a good offseason. Allen doesn't sign with anyone, so I wouldn't be opposed to bringing him back whatsoever as a really good backup option. And no, we didn't get any trade offers for any of the people we went with. But Corley goes to the the Ravens, so he goes to another AFC potential rival. But a lot of good pickups by the Raiders this offseason. So put that on your nose. But let's get right into draft week here. As you can see on the board, it is pretty much obvious what we need. And we need outside linebackers and safeties. But let's get right into this draft. Skip this lovely video. All right, let's skip to our pick here. We are picking at the back half of the draft, as you know, from the playoffs. Let's take a quick pause here and take a look at the board. So any of the right outside linebackers, did any of them get picked? Sullivan got picked. I believe he was the top pick. But that was it. Any safeties? Any strong safeties? Watford went for free safety. Carlos Bennett went for strong safety. So the top safeties are off the board. We pretty much knew that. Gutierrez got picked. Winthorpe got picked for left outside linebacker, and Hitchcock. So the three top guys at left outside linebacker got picked. So that leaves our selection pretty slim for outside linebackers. 229, 6'1" from Wyoming, elusive back. Whoever gets him, the stats on that are just looking amazing. But let's get over to outside linebacker here. I did scout him, Harding, but as you look, it does said undrafted pick. Now going with how I draft with people that are like 60% scouted and all that, I look for awareness because awareness pretty much says all, and it kind of sucks that these guys are pass coverage, but that does not fit in our scheme. B plus and B for Weaver. Maybe we can pick him up in the next round, but he's not looking good middle linebackers. We got 1A, we got 2As. So we got Walker. We got a couple Bs here. We do have pass coverage for a middle linebacker, so his third or fourth round for that. But pursuit, Percy Henley is looking good. I mean, I wish I could just, like last year's Madden, you can skip through players, but let's not take too long on this. We need an outside linebacker bad. And just from, was that Pursuit, I believe, or Playrec, it is looking like Harris or Stanley. So let's just take a look here with this from Oregon. Great, solid. Pretty average through the numbers of speed and bench press, but top on there. Was it safe for scouting report? Savvy ball defender in there. Has motor to run through the whistle. He does like to make people fumble, it looks like. Shows discipline. All right. I don't mind that. Where is he? That's Staley. Darrell Harrison. Was it looking like him? Pass coverage from Clemson. Elite. Okay, that's even better. Was it savvy? Often, pretty much the same things. A physical player that does bone-crushing hits. I don't mind reaching here because we need this position. Great, elite, good, elite. He's a mix of those two guys. Same thing. So, honestly, we have a pick of the field of exactly who we want. It's going to be one of these three guys. All right, pass coverage, B, C, F. Just a quick comparison here. Pursuit is pretty much the same, but man coverage is A, zone coverage is A. You know what? I'm going to go with the guy from Clemson just because, it looked just honestly a lot better because all the elites and then one decent, which is strength. But that's what you get on pass coverage. And I know I'm reaching, but I'm liking what I see, and we need this position now. Welcome to the team, Harrison. He was ranked 74 in true value, but I got him at 28. You know what? We needed that position bad, and I'm happy with the pick. We're going to look at the draft after, see who won on that pick. But next, we do need a strong safety, and let's take a look at a strong safety here. We did scout Lamar Kitchens, so let's take a look at that. Good, solid, good, decent elite. Not bad. His physicals are looking good. But once again, awareness-wise, Juan Crew, solid, good. Not good enough, but the physicals are good. What about Oscar Flower? Oscar Flower, what are you? Good, solid. Physicals 4, 3, 4, 10. So that is looking good. 6'1", Juan Crew. Hit power, savvy defender, bone crushing hits, 7, 6, 4. So slightly worse. And then what about Lamar Kitchens? It looks like Fowler is a little bit better. I wouldn't even look at that because C, but let's just take a look. 6'3". Yeah. Strong safety. Is there any free safeties we can flip over? Hybrid. No, it's between these guys. Morgan Middleton. Good. Solid, good. 4, 5, 6. A little slow. Run support from Jonathan Moore. Decent now. Well, I know who I'm going with, and that is Oscar Fowler from Clemson. So I'm picking two Clemson teammates. What is that? 70. He was ranked. I think I just got to steal in the draft. Let's go. Oscar Fowler, 4th ranked. We got him at 41. Let's go. Just looking at the draft here, it looks like the Eagles got Milstead. So let's see how he turns out. That's kind of cool. Juan Crew goes to the Vikings. So, I mean, we technically could have picked him a little bit later. They probably would have taken Fowler. But let's just shore up the defense with this last pick here on defense. I mean, some of these guys are looking Tyson, and we do need a backup tight end. But middle linebacker is more important, especially with two Asian guys on the way out. So once again, all these guys here with B and A here. So let's take a look here first at the field general, Cole Walker. What's it looking like? Great, good, solid, good, great, great. That's good. 4-5 right off the bat. Wilkerson, was he looking like? Great, I don't know, good, great, solid, solid, great, marginal. Less so. So you're falling off on the board of that. Percy Henley, what are you? Solid, solid, elite, good, great. Okay. Pass coverage guy, Brian Thompson. Great, good, good, solid, elite, poor. Alright. Okay, so right now it is between that and Cole Walker. And then the last guy here is Duval. What is Duval looking like from TCU? Great, great, decent, good, no. And just because he's a pass coverage guy, Keaton Russell from Oregon, yeah, no. Too far down on the draft. So Michigan State or Miami, field general, or a guy, you know what, just take the guy that fits our scheme. Yeah, same age. As much, his physicals were a little bit better. Yeah, let's reach on him. Why not? Okay. Ranked 70, got him at 60, so I wouldn't say that's a reach. I would say that's about good. All right. We're getting down to the nitty gritty part of this draft. So that is possession A, awareness. That is crazy. Catching is a B this late in the draft. All right, let's take a look at tight ends as the secondary option. Always got to have a couple good tight ends. Solid, great, solid, solid, good, great. Another vertical threat, James Bassey. All right, he's looking pretty good. Solid, good, decent, good, great, great. He's the option as of right now, Bassey. Deontay Andrews. Solid, no. I mean, elite strength, he's probably really good at blocking. Chris Henry. Solid, good, nope. It's still Bassey. Andrews. All right, the guy with A awareness. 6'6", 272. That's a big guy. Marginal, great, good, solid, great. Or good, great. A awareness, A break tackle, B, A catching. Was it medium routes? A pass block, A run block. A to C run block. What is Bassey's run block? Now that I'm curious, because that is a big thing. He's more of a receiving tight end. C to F's on that. C to F's on that. All right, I know I'm not trying to make this too boring, but this is what I do with the drafting when I have time. A to C, C to F, A to C, B. Listen, we are this deep in the draft. I mean, that guy's physicals did look good. What was his physicals again? I mean, he's the fastest. I mean, 4'6", 24 bench. I mean, it seems like this guy might seal up the edges and on run plays. A little bit, it says great strength, so a little bit stronger. Second in the 40 shuffle. I mean, yes, he's a little bit slower. 6'1". You know, yeah, y'all might hate me, but screw it. Let's get the guy that fits the scheme. What is it? True rank 46. Draft him at 92. Let's go. Nice. That's a good pick. That is a good pick. All right. The next pick here, I'm just going to be picking a backup quarterback. Why not? And I think that's the last pick I am going to do. So, mostly because I'm not controlling him. Was it field general is our guy. 5'11" quarterbacks. That is bananas. I might not pick a quarterback. This guy's 6'2", was it? Poor. I'm not looking at physicals, just looking at throwing. Short accuracy is an A, but deep accuracy is a D. You know what? At this point of the draft, you know, it I'm just gonna let this team pick out the rest. I did what I need to do. Let's end Here this. We are. Well, we got a couple of trade offers already, but let's take a look at the draft recap of this team. Why not? All right. 72 overall, not the best, but Oscar Fowler, that's our best pick. 77 overall. We got two really good safeties. Brian Thomas, he can grow. 73 overall tight end. Listen, I'll take that in the third round. Dom Farr, we got a big physical receiver, not the fastest, but hey, physical. But a 70 overall D tackle they drafted for us. A couple D tackles. All right. It's a solid draft. I like seeing at least over 70 overalls. Let's take a look at the NFL here. Just at some of the top guys. Hitchcock was a 77. Anything that stood out here? Where's one of our guys? Sullivan, 75 overall, so not bad. There's Harris. So first round, you wouldn't say, that's the best, but any second round steals, Payne, our guy, 80 over. He's an 80 overall running back. See, that's what I mean. He is something. That Philly got something there. Bunch of running backs off the board here. Ronnie, that was a bad pick. Boom, nothing really here. Cole Walker's a 73 overall, so not a big difference there. That's a big steal. Tyler Torrance, 76 overall receiver in the third round. That is a massive steal. 76 overall running back. You can get running backs deep in Madden. I've noticed. Very rarely do you pick one in the first round. So, who's the 77 overall? Leach was a 77 overall. That's a steal in the fourth round. A lot of good running backs in this draft class. 75 overall receiver, J.J. Hart. There was a lot of good people deep in this draft. I like that. But, not bad. Let's just see what they're offering for McFadden here. Baker, no, we don't need him, and we don't need Rasheed Rice. Other than that, I'm going to set up this lineup, and I will see you at the beginning of
here
week
we are,
one.
Start of season 2028. Let's set the season goal. You already know what the season goal is with this team.
It has to be the playoffs. A little bit less overall, but I still have confidence in this team. Let's take a look at the 2028 New York Jets. Boom, this is the offense. I mean, that offensive line is looking prime. Dawson is the main backup for all three inside positions. Outside positions could be a little bit better. But yeah, everyone's pretty much matched for it. Farr, which is kind of crazy. He is a star. Excuse me. I was going to say star development, but he has hidden development because he could be a star. So that is cool that we were able to pick him up in the draft. He's sitting there in the depth chart, right behind Crowder, just because overall wise. Baker is the backup quarterback just in case anything happens to Giles. Branch is our backup, the homegrown guy from Rutgers. He is our backup. He is our backup power back spot, so he will be split in time with Brees just in the power back setup. And then defense here. As you can see, Brian Thomas and Harrison are hidden developments, so Brian Thomas is getting starting time here behind Quinn Williams. Yes, you could say, why don't you start the best overall guy? If we're having good seasons in simulating, Brian Thomas will get overall boosts, and he will surpass him. Coleman, he is the odd man out, but he is the third sub package guy, so he will get time. Henderson, as you know, 88 overall, 87. We have Fowler, who is also in development. So this defense, yes, it is quote unquote a little bit worse, but next year it will be a lot better. Special teams, we all know we have the punter. Javier is doing the kickbacks. And then this is the specialty for everything, as you can see here. and I'm excited. Let's get to simming. This is the team. This is what I'm hoping for. Leave your predictions down below at the bottom here, but I will see you at the midseason. We're here at the midseason, and the simming just ended, and as you can see, we are 7-0 going up against the 6-0 Ravens. So one of these teams is losing their O, but I did not expect that 7-0 going through it. Supposedly, we have the highest scoring offense compared to Baltimore. They're second. We have the best running game, 140 yards, which is crazy. Brees Hall is going off. And then defense, we are doing good against the run and points. Passing, listen, that's top 20. Wow, this team is going crazy. Let's view weekly awards because we have one here. 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's pretty damn good. I'll take that. Do we have any throughout the rest of the year? DJ Reed got 2 interceptions. Week 4 is crazy. Wow, 7-0. Wow, I don't even remember the last time that happened. Let's take a look at contracts. Whose contract's up? We have 83 million coming up. We have a few contracts to work on. Yes, we do. Down the board here, we have a lot of contracts to work on. But main one, Fasanu, I know I'm butchering that, but let's get him taken care of. 5 years at 29 million. He will reconsider. Gregory, what about you? 5-year deal. Let's bump that up. He's starting to like it. Okay, so it looks like we are going to have to take care of these at the end of the season. Yeah, all right. We're going to take care of the contracts at the end of the year. I guess they don't want to sign. Upgrading here. What does this look like? How many points do we have on some of these players? 1, 1, 1. Titman's 1. Well, we got some upgrades all across the board here for everybody. Let's get them upgraded. Boom. Especially before this big game in Week 8. And let's just take a look at the stats here. Why not? Brees Hall is leading the league in rushing by, wow, that 120 yards, 119 yards. That is crazy on just 5 more carries. So, I mean, we have the O-line, it looks like. We're first in offensive yards, which is crazy, which is cool. 10th in defense. I'll take that. Travis is having a year. 75% completion, 21 touchdowns, the 4 interceptions. Listen, I'll take that all year. 9 sacks on the whole year. That's like 1 a game, pretty much. I'll take that. I was going to compare that to last year, but let's not even take time with that. We got to get going. Rushing the ball. As you can see, almost 6 yards a carry. That is diabolical. Branch is getting some carries there. He's got 4 touchdowns. The fullback's got a touchdown. Nice little fullback dive. I'll take that. Mixing up Brees and then having Branch right behind that. Him getting 40 yards a game pretty much. That's a good little 1-2 punch. Garrett Wilson, Deebo Samuel having a year. Geddes right behind him with 30 catches as well. We're spreading the ball out beautifully. Brees Hall's got a couple catches, even the backup tight end. We got catches all along, minus probably Ricky. I think he's the 6th guy on the receiving list. And Dixon, he's the 3rd running back. But all across the board, we're spreading it out. Blocking, how we doing? Titman is having a great year, setting that guard spot beautifully. And then everybody else, not bad. I'll take that defense-wise. Let's take a look. Quincy is leading it with Brian Thomas. Hell yeah. I just noticed, too, a linebacker from Miami. Can't miss. So, beautiful. Tackles for losses here. Quinnen and Chase Young doing the damn thing with Jermaine Johnson. Sacks. Quinnen, and Chase Young doing it. Interceptions. How are we? DJ Reed. Quincy's got a couple. Even the 4th corner has a couple. That's crazy. Gardner has 1. Both rookies have 1. So hell yeah, they're doing the damn thing. Fumble recoveries, no fumbles. Any defensive touchdowns, none. We're doing good here. Kicking, field goal wise, we're not. extra points we're making. Field goals, I need you to be a little bit more accurate on field goals. What happened here? We missed one, 29 yards in, pretty much dead on between 30 and 40, and then we've missed every 50 yarder. So, I mean, work on, maybe it was a block. I can't say anything like that. Just real quick, just look at the leaders around the league here. Teddy, Patrick, Lance, Jalen, Josh, Bo. Yeah, these are the top guys here. Zach's up there again. That's crazy. Drake May is up there. Bryce Young, Jordan Love, Richardson, Joe Burrow's down here. Maybe a bad year. Herbert. That's AFC. Excuse me. Passing, rushing the ball. Brees is up there, which is amazing. That is good to have. And then all these guys going down the list. Receiving, Rashid Rice is up there. DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk. Oh, Elijah Moore, good resurgence down there in Tampa Bay. Shaquille, Judd is having a slow year, but I know he'll get up there. Westbrook, the tight end from last year, who was one of the top guys, he's there. Blocking, we'll skip that. Tackles, who's the sack leader right now? Spellman, and then Quinnen, so we're up there with that. Derek Stinley getting all these interceptions. Trayvon Diggs, DJ Reed's up there. Hell yeah. So, statistically, we're having just a good year. Let's keep this run going, boys. Once again, just take a look at an injury report. This guy injured himself like in the off season somehow, and I put him on injury reserve. So he's there. He was the third tight end, but hey, that's what it is. I have nothing really to say there. Let's just get into the playoffs here. We're 7-0, top of our division, really fighting with Baltimore. So this is for the lead of the AFC. Boys, it's a tough 2 games here before the bye. Let's get this done. I will see you in the playoffs. All right, the simulating just ended, and a 15-2 record is absolutely mind-blowing with this team. Simming just ended. We have the first round bye. Number 1 offense, top 5 defense with this defense, number 1 in rushing, just crazy statistical stats. Wow. 15-2 we finish. Oh my. Just wow. Number 1 on that. Listen, I don't care. Let's hit these upgrades here. How did it finish? Travis got a couple. Brian Town. Everyone got points. Everyone got points. Just upgrade them. Wow. What a year. Just what a year. What is the playoff bracket looking like in 2028? We got the first round bye. Whew. Not bad. Any teams really? Arizona's in there. New Orleans is in there. Jacksonville is in there. I mean, the Raiders made it. I told you they had a good season. Cowboys are the number 1 seed, which is funny because, I mean, what are they taking over from last year? Last year's Madden, if you know, you know. They were always in it. But wow, what a season. 15-2. I don't even think the Jets have ever had this good of a record before in their franchise history. An end of first round bye. What a magical season. Breece Hall went 100 more rushing yards than anybody. Just a magical run there. Third in offensive yards, as it sees right there. As you can see right there. Defensive yards, it's just not showing. Wow. Points scored, the number 1 scoring offense, which is crazy, especially for the Jets. And 4th in touchdowns allowed. 3,900 yards by Travis here, 42 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 73% completion. This man is just growing year by year. Like, he's working on his interceptions. He's working on his completion percentage. It's just gotten better and better. Yards per game, completion percentage, touchdowns, interceptions, sacks have gotten better. Just year after year. This is our franchise guy, Travis. I'm getting me a Travis jersey. Breece Hall, amazing year, almost 1,400 yards, 12 touchdowns, almost 500 for Branch. Not bad, 300 for Travis. Dixon got a couple carries in there, so good for him. 2 touchdowns by Barkley, so definitely 2 fullback dives. Garrett Wilson with
plus 1,000 yards. Debo with almost 1,000 yards. So hell yeah, he's not done yet. Geddes here with 700 yards and 5 touchdowns. Javier with 10 touchdowns. Brees with a couple receiving ones. Eric with 180 something yards. Max, the rookie, with 2 touchdowns. Branch got a receiving touchdown. Everyone got a pass this year. Everybody minus Dawson. I'm sorry, Ricky. Where is it? One person. No, everyone gave up a couple of sacks this year. Not bad. It's okay. Dawson got in 95 snaps this year. Not bad. But Tippmann, 3 sacks. Minus less than 6 sacks a year is amazing. Tackles on the year, Quincy and Brian Thomas in there. It's not 100, but we have it spread through the defense so much because we have the depth. Tackles for losses, Chase Young and Quentin Williams are just that dynamic duo. Not a crazy year on sacks, but hey, I'll take production over that. 12 sacks. Listen, I'll take production. DJ Reed finishing with 5, Quincy with 3, the rookie with 2. Hill's got a couple from that year. Brian Thomas has 1. Harris has 1. The rookies showed out this year. Even the backup safety has 1. Sauce has 1. Elam has 1. Fumble recoveries and forced fumbles. We have a few across the board here. Beautiful. And the recoveries and fumble yards. Any defenses, touchdowns, no. Kicking, it's got better. It's gotten better. And then kick returns, anything for us, no. All right. And then just let's take a quick look throughout the year and let's just see. All right. 49 touchdowns for Teddy. He probably won MVP. Not bad for him. These are the top guys. Not bad. Rushing. These are the top guys here, with Brees leading the way. So there you go with that. Receiving, Rashid's up there. Good for him. Metcalf, Atwell, Ayuk, Jamar Chase. Jefferson had a bit of a down year, but still 1,000 plus. So that is amazing on his end. The tight end's up here, so he's the top tight end in the league. Who gave up the most sacks? Wow. Coming from Detroit. You got to work on that. Troy Anderson, most tackles. Just beat out Fred Warner by 1. Tackles for losses, Nick Bosa. Top sacks, J.J. Reinhardt. Beat out Garrett. Top interceptions, Stingley. Surtain, Hops. So, those are the top guys on that. Excuse me. All right. Enough with stats. This team is on a run. Ooh, baby. Let's get into that divisional round. See who we are facing in the divisional round. Come on, boys. We can do the damn thing. We are facing our rivals in the Buffalo Bills. Who else would it be? But if they're the lowest seed remaining, then this is a tough playoff run. I didn't expect nonetheless. But yeah, the 5th ranked Baltimore beat the Ravens. Jacksonville beat their rivals. They beat Bo Nix. So it's Jacksonville, Baltimore, us, Buffalo, Cowboys, Seattle, Saints, Eagles. What is this, early 2000s matchup? No, not. Did the Saints and Eagles ever meet in the playoffs? I don't remember off the top of my head, but a 1-point victory from the Saints over the Cardinals. Eagles beat the Vikings, and Seattle stomps out their in-division rivals of LA. This is a big matchup here, but I know this team can do it. It's going to be tough against Josh Allen, especially the Bills. They've always been my kryptonite, but let's go, boys. I know we can do it. Come on. Divisional round. Let's go. In the AFC Championship once again. Oh, Quinnen got 2 sacks that game, but we are going up against Lamar Jackson. This is going to be even tougher, but we are at home here. We are at home. Who got some upgrades? The rookie, Oscar. Beautiful, slowly progressing, but what did I say in the beginning of the season? But here we are, conference championship to get in there. Dallas will be facing the Eagles, so they're rivals there. We beat Buffalo 24-9. That defense we showed out, but come on, boys. AFC Championship. Let's do this. Can we do it? Can we do it, please? Can we? The Jets to make their second ever playoff Super Bowl appearance. They do. We beat Baltimore 25-21. We're in the Super Bowl. Then going up against the Cowboys. Oh, not the Cowboys. Oh, no. Oh, Dak. Oh, but Quincy Williams with an interception that game. 3 passing touchdown by Travis. Oh, Jalen Hurts had a big game. Pace had a big game. But, I mean, they lost to the Cowboys. But, oh, my. We are in the Super Bowl. We are in the Super Bowl. We are here. Oh, yes. Can we do it? Let's get to the next week. Up against the Cowboys in the playoffs. It's the year 2028. It's been almost 30 years since the Cowboys have won a Super Bowl. It is 2028. It is almost 60 years since the New York Jets have won a Super Bowl. An amazing 15-2 record here. I know I'm doing this, but I have to do this before this game. We have to have everybody as strong as possible. Whew. I'm not worried about yearly awards right now. It is about playing the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. What is it? I mean, this is a statistical run, but it is the Cowboys. Let's take a look at injuries. Do they have any injuries? Do we have any upper hands on if they are injured at all? No. Clean bill of health. Oh, boy. Here we are in Raymond James Stadium. We are getting the ball first. Who can we do it? Come on. All right. Skip this moment. What happened there? We stall out on the first drive. We get the ball back, though, in a short field. We get the first touchdown. Dallas comes down. They get a touchdown, but it looks like they missed the extra point. We go down. We get nothing. They go 4 and out. We get the ball back. What can we do? We go down, get another touchdown. They get another 4 out on them. Our defense is doing the damn thing. We need to go down, and they get a touchdown. They bring it within a 1-point lead. We got 30 seconds left. Let's see if we can get a field goal. Nothing. They get the ball back. They come down immediately and take the lead and a 2-point conversion to make it a touchdown game. We go down and we tie it up. We get the ball back. Interception by Oscar Fowler. Oh, boy. We go up by a touchdown. They come down and they tie the game up 28-28 all in the fourth. Come on, boys. We go down. We get a field goal. Don't let up anything. They get a touchdown to make it 35-31. Oh, we got one last drive in us, boys. This is for the Super Bowl. Come on. We go down. Do we win? We won the Super Bowl. Yes. Oh, I know this is just a game. But, oh my. We do the damn thing. We get it done on the last drive of the game to take it away from the Cowboys. We get the last touchdown of the drive.
Of the Lombardi Trophy
oh boy!
To the New York Jets. They are the champions of Super Bowl.
We
63.
get it done. The contract is extended for 3 more years. What a Super Bowl that was! I mean, it was back and forth. We didn't win on the passing, but we won on the rushing. Turnovers, it looks like Dallas turned it over twice. Third down conversions, we didn't do it, but we were 3-3 on 4th down. Red zone percentage, we were 80, so that field goal almost killed us there, but it was just enough. Offensive red zone touchdowns, we had one. Penalty yards, I mean, it was a close game, but we had time of possession. 4 touchdowns by Travis. Amazing. Just awesome. 2 interceptions by Dak Prescott. Just wow. Rushing the ball. Brees had it 60 yards that game. They had Jalen Warren. Travis, I mean, he got a rushing touchdown, so 5 all touchdowns were him. All touchdowns were him. Travis has to win Super Bowl MVP. Receiving, Xavier Gibson, hey, they had one of our old guys there. He balled out against us, but the tight end Gregory Geddes does it for us, receiving with 2 touchdowns, a $111. Ferguson and CD tried, but we had Debo getting a touchdown. Javier had a good game. Garrett Wilson got a touchdown. Only a couple catches, so they took him out of the game pretty much. Wow. Our fullback had 5-yard catch. It's crazy. Oh my, blocking. How many sacks? We got to them 2 times. They got to us 3 times. So it wasn't a non-defensive game. Brian Thomas with the most tackles. Who got the most tackles for losses? Parsons just, wow. Dallas's defense was definitely, I wouldn't say better, but with getting negative plays, they did. But we had 2 sacks. Michael Parsons had a sack. Jermaine Johnson had a sack. Max Golston, and they got a split sack. Who got the interceptions from us? Oscar Fowler had a big one, and Quincy Williams got one. Oh, man. Just what a game. 1 field goal by Bobby Hawkins. He didn't miss it. It was a 49er. Not bad. Punts, 1 inside the 20, so he definitely pinned it. A 74-yard punt. That man's got a leg on him. Oh, yeah. Just what a game. What a game. Sanu, he played the most downs at 76. I mean, we were definitely out there. I mean, both offenses were out there all game. Just, oh, yeah. We did it. We did it. Let's view yearly awards and wrap this up. Josh Allen won MVP. I won Coach of the Year. Let's go. AFC side. Quincy almost made it. Rookies of the Years, there we go. Brian Thomas, we almost had 3 Rookie of the Years, but Brian Thomas almost made it. No offense, but we drafted defense. Travis was there. Brees lost it to Isaiah, okay. No offensive linemen. We did have Quinnen for D-line, best linebackers. We're not even up there, all right. D-backs, DJ Reed. Just an overall team performance this year. Just wow. That is one of the best simmings that I've had for the Jets specific. Schedule here, regular season, how did we start? We started off 7-0. I mean, actually, we started out, 13-0? Then we lost to the Browns. Came back, beat the 49ers, then we lost to the Bills. Whew. So we beat the Bills twice this year in 3 games. So obviously still definitely a huge rival there. But, I mean, just what a start there. Oh, yeah. Just let's go to staff week, see who won MVP for the Super Bowl, and wrap it up there. I did it. We did it. This team did it. Let's wrap it up. There it is. Travis was Super Bowl MVP. Your 2-time Super Bowl champions, the New York Jets. That's amazing. 2028 retirements. Who retired? Diggs, Tooney, Dawkins, Wilkins, Kittle, Saquon, Whitehead, Dobbins, Jonathan Allen, Staley, Hendrickson, Milano, all the guys on free agency. I'm sorry, Von Bell. Thank you for your years. Oh, no, there's Marquise Bell. It's wrong Bell. Wrong Bell. I just saw Bell, and that's my bad. But, I mean, thank you for all the years in the NFL and in this game 5 years later. I mean, all these points from the Super Bowl. That is amazing. Just fantastic. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe.
we won the Super Bowl. That's all I can say. Until the next time, I will see you. Peace.